Alright, this is our 7th and 8th grade. You guys can take a seat. Alright, so this is our 7th and 8th grade band, and this group is just over 60, so also quite a very large group. Across the middle school, I believe we have roughly around 130 students, quite a lot. We're hoping to keep as many of them as possible. Going into high school, we would have a very gigantic high school program. It would be a much bigger marching band, a much bigger pep band, concert band, jazz band. All of those groups are just waiting for these students to get on up there in high school, so keep them encouraged. So this year, so far, we have worked on what's called the chromatic scale, and what that is it doesn't take any single major scale or minor scale. What this is really learning the language of your instrument, is what I've told my students. What you do is you just go up half step by half step by half step, every single note that you can possibly play on your instrument from bottom to top, and then top all the way back down to bottom. I tell my kids every single day, if you do this every single day, nothing that I throw in front of you in our band room will catch you off guard. You'll know how to read every note, you'll know the finger or slide position for every single note, and just nothing will catch you off guard. Learning that is like learning the language of your instrument. It's like learning the alphabets of your instrument. So, really quick, because this does pertain to the next song we're going to play, students, can we do number 68, please? Number 68 in the blue book. Ready? 1, 2, 3. This trimester and a couple weeks of the second trimester leading up to this point is that chromatic scale, and I'm going to continue to drill them on that through the year because there really is, you can't do it enough. The more you do it, pretty much we're just turning up the tempo at this point, trying to get it a little bit faster now because that just means you're a little bit more fluent in that language. So not so much the coming down part, but the increase in the bum, 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 bum. Do listen for that figure in this next piece, which is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. From the Mary Poppins. Funny fact, I actually have not seen the film. I've seen the production live. I haven't seen the film, and I'm told that that is egregious by my TAs over there, which I will introduce afterwards, after this supercal. So here's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Who've just been incredibly helpful. They're looking at each other. Come over here. Coming up is Mr. Zachary Yost and Miss Kisa Ness. They are two TAs for me this year, employed by the district. And what they do is they come in a couple days a week for a couple hours on those days. In addition to being recess supervisors during our middle school lunch recess, they also do many of our middle school band lessons because there are times of day where I simply just cannot be there. One of which is when I'm doing my high school band, when I have rehearsal with them, we've got a group of about 15, is it good? We got about 15 kids coming in during that. So really that's just a situation where we need 2 bodies and we've got 3. So we're doing well, right? So yeah, they've been just incredibly helpful this year, getting 6th grade band started, getting them put together. When we separated those woodwinds and brass, they were each taking the woodwind group themselves while I was doing the brass group. So they've just been like, I can't even put into words how helpful they were. I had trouble putting into words at our high school concert last week. But yeah, before I just keep stammering through this, let's give it up. Zach Yost, he's the next. And thank you all again so much for joining us this evening. We are going to close tonight's program with We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and everyone please drive home safely tonight.